show the ANOVA table. So this is the ANOVA table. And to report the whole model, it is the ANOVA table we use in reporting the whole model.
Okay, yes, I get it.
So this is our F and then this is our significance. So that is where I had the F from.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is how you interpret the ANOVA table, the post hoc, sorry. So the results of the post hoc test revealed that there were significant difference with those who have a master's degree than all the other three. Then we'll come to quote the means. So we'll quote the means and then, so this is the mean. So let's look at master's degree. So realize from this table that when you compared each of the variables to each other, there was significant difference when you looked at knowledge and the master's, when you got to master's degree, there was significance throughout. So master's degree had a significance with no formal education. It also had a significance with basic stroke secondary, and then it also had a significance on diploma stroke degree. So this means that people who have master's degree have a higher knowledge than these three. So the results of the post hoc test revealed that there were a difference with those who have a master's degree. There were significant difference, significant difference with those who have a master's degree. So with this one, so this is how I will write it. But when you look at other books, there are other ways of writing it. So one thing you have to do is you have to look at the one you are comfortable with and then use that. So this is not set in stone. There are other ways you can write it, but it looks like this. So when you look at other books, it will tell you how you can write it. So now let's quote what brings about the differences. So the differences is the mean. So let's quote our means. The means is so M is equal to, then SD is equal to, bracket close, then I'll quote the significance level. P was less than 0.001. Can also bring the F value here. So the F is equal to 28.91. So this is how you interpret the results. But we can also go through each of them. So we can continue by saying, however, there was no significant, so the ones that didn't have any significant difference, you can quote, so there was no significant difference with those who had no formal education. And you quote the mean, and then so M is equal to standard deviation is equal to, then your F value 28.91, then the P, which is less than 0.001. So this is how you interpret the tables above. This is how you interpret the tables. So don't worry, we'll do total write-ups, and then we send all the documents to you. So this is just to show you how it is done. We'll do the total write-ups and then send all the documents to you. So we'll send the slides we use, do the write-ups, and then send the write-ups also to you. So this is just to teach you how to go about it. We'll do the proper write-ups and then send them to you. So let's move to the last thing we'll do for today, and then further announcement to be given for next steps. Okay, so I'll stop sharing this one. Let's go to the slide. So the last thing we are going to look at is regression. So let's see how we are going to put change our regression table to APA and see how we interpret the APA table. And regression, these are the things you need on the regression table. We need the predictors, we need the B, we need the so all these have their names. We have predictors B, SE, beta, T, and then the significant level. So when the tables come, we'll see the full names of these things I've listed here. So let's run regression on SPSS. So we go to analyze, go to regression, and then we run linear. So everything has already been put here. So I'll just press OK. Then the output tables come out. So now let me copy the ones I'll need. Let me copy the information I'll need. with regression, the most important table is the coefficient table. So I'll copy the coefficient table and paste it in Word and convert it. But we'll still need the R squared, the F value and the P value. But I will show you how we write that when we are doing the table. So I'll copy the coefficient table, come back to Word, I'm going to paste the table here. And then convert the table to APU. So this one I need, so insect, I have the B, SE, beta, the T value, and then the P. And it's on 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Okay. So let's put our B here, B, SU, S dot E. We have beta, the T, and then P. So these are the things. So we have the model itself, the church, the knowledge, and then the attitude. Then this B, the unstandardized coefficient. This B here too, we need it. Then we don't need the standard error, but we need the beta, we need the T, and then we need the significance. So we can copy. So let's copy this. Let's copy this here. Let's copy this here. So let's paste it here. Then let's go and copy our beta, and then the T, and then the significant or P values. Okay. Now, remember I said we write the R and then the F and then the P value. So this is how we do it. So you come down here, R squared. So R squared. R squared. So the R squared is in there. So let me show the output table again to teach you where we get the R squared. So we get the R squared here in the model summary. So this figure here. So let's write the things we need down. So we need the R squared. So let's write the R squared down. It's 0.299. We also need the F value here in the ANOVA table. So the F value is 49.95. So now let's make it 96. And then the significant value here. So the P is equal to, or the P is less than 0.001. So this is how we write it when we are doing the table. So this is how we are going to do it. Word document. So it's equal to 0.299, comma, our F value, which is equal to 49.95. 0.96, comma, then we quote the p, which is less than 0.001. So let me convert the table. We have no border, bottom, top. Then we come here. Down. Then we bolding it. Then we change it to 2 decimal places. So this one, can leave it this way. Six, 3, okay. So now let's interpret this table. Let's interpret this table. This is how you are going to interpret this table. So this is how it's going to be. The overall model. The overall model was significant. So we are going to put this significance here. Was significant. Then we quote our F value and then the significance. So we are going to put the F value. So let me just copy it. Let me copy it here. Let me just copy this and paste it here. Accounting for, then we'll quote our R value. So we'll change the R value to percentage, accounting for, so this is 299, so you can change 30%. Accounting for 30%, 30%, so accounting for 30%, accounting for overall variance of 30%. So the overall model was significant. Then you quote your F and then your P value, and then accounting for overall variance of 30%. So the variance is the R squared, 30%. Full stop. So let's quote the variance here. So this is it. So I just copy and then paste it here. Copy and paste it here. Full stop. Now we have to explain the individual variables. Now we have to move on to explain the individual variables. So this is how we'll do for the individual variables. So we can say that the table shows that. Now let's look at the significance for the individual ones. Shows that. So let's look for the ones that are significant. So church row was significantly predicted positive. Let's see if is it positive. The beta, let me see. Okay, the beta is negative. Was significantly predicted negatively by what we're measuring it on. So this one we're measuring it on, let me see, let me come in there. No, very expensive. On practices. So it was negatively predicted, it was significantly predicted negatively by practices. So come here. Dated by practices. By practices. Then you quote the beta. So now let's show why it is negative. It is negative because the beta was negative. So let's quote the beta. The sign for beta, let's go to the set symbols. Beta. So the beta is equal to, so you quote the figure for the beta. So negative 132. Then you quote the t value. So the t value is also negative. So t is equal to negative 2.83. Then the significance value, so p is also less than 0.05. Then you move to the second one. So the second one is attitude, and attitude is positive. So we can say, but positively oh, okay, let's do it. But attitude, so let's see, attitude was positively predicted by practices. By practices. Then we quote the beta. So let me just put this here and then change the figures. So this one, the beta was 530. The T 11.84, and then this one is 0.1. So this is how you interpret the regression table. As I said, this is just a sample. We'll do a write-up a full write-up, and then we'll send them to you. So this is just to walk you through how you write it up. Okay. Is there any question to this level? Any question? Any clarification or anything? Okay, so if there's no question or clarification, then this brings us to the end of quantitative data analysis. So for the past 5 days, we have looked at getting quality questionnaire, setting your questionnaire on SPSS, doing your preliminary analysis where you locate your missing data, the inconsistencies in your data. Then you move on to clean your data. After cleaning your data, then you do your totals. After your totals, then you move on to choose the right statistic. And then you choose the right statistic based on your objectives or your questions. After choosing the right statistics, then you move on to the main analysis. So the main analysis is either you are comparing groups or you are looking at relationships. Those are the two main types of analysis. And with the comparing groups, we looked at independent t-test, we looked at ANOVA, we looked at MANOVA. Then relationships, we looked at correlation, we looked at linear regression, we looked at multiple regression, and then hierarchical regression. And today's one has been focused on how you do your APA. So how the first thing is the important information you need in your write-up, how to convert it to APA, and then how to write it in your results. So that is the end of our 5-day seminar. But there might be another training on only SPSS. By then, we hope that everyone would have gotten SPSS, and then we'll take you through all the features on SPSS, and then how to run the various statistics on SPSS, and then how to interpret the outcome. So that one will not be, the interpretation will not be done by us. We'll give you certain interpretations for you to run. You bring the tables and then we go through with you. So the next thing that you are going to do is you are going to gather all the materials you have used for this training and then send them to you for you to look at them. And we are also available if you have any questions, you have any clarifications, you can give us a call and then we'll help you with your questions and your clarifications. So thank you very much for your time. And then thank you for also making time to partake in this seminar. And I hope that you have learned a lot of things and then you can sit by your research or your thesis and then do it by yourself. Okay, so thank you very much. I would like to end here.